Hey everybody, welcome to another edition of Keith's Beer Reviews. Nice Thursday afternoon, early afternoon here out at the park. Right behind me is the National Oak Regeneration Area in this particular city park. Lots of really nice oak trees back there. I'm near the disc golf course. Had some golfers come through, so delayed a little bit. But today I'm going to do one that it says drink fresh. It's fresh as I could get it here in Iowa. I did buy two of these. So I had one a couple nights ago, so I got an initial impression on it. But from Stone Brewing, I'm going to do their R R Coconut IPA. From the website, it says originally dreamt up by homebrewers Robert Masterson and Ryan Reschan. And Ryan, I don't know who Robert Masterson is. Ryan is another one of the BeerTube reviewers. He goes under the name Stumpy Joe Jr. I will put a link to his page down below too, because I'm sure if you're familiar with me, you're familiar with Ryan. But if not, I'll put a link down there anyway. He's one of the ones that got me inspired to start doing beer reviews. Hell of a good reviewer, and I understand a good home brewer. I've never tasted any of his home brews, but I've heard good reports from the other members of the Beer Geek Nation, which I'm unfortunately not a member of. So anyway, it says, continuing on, it says Robert Masterson and Ryan Reschan, who earned themselves the top prize in our 2013 American Homebrewers Association homebrewing contest. This innovative beer marks a refreshing sea change for IPA lovers everywhere. It was brewed with 280 pounds of coconut and an unusual blend of hop varieties, including a few from faraway lands or just brand spanking new, and is guaranteed to taste like an IPA that's like no IPA that's gone before. Prepare yourself for a tropical breeze of a brew that will lull you to a place of tranquil contentment for a little R&R. 7.7% ABV. 90 IBUs. Off the bottle there's a little more. It says this collaboration beer is a celebration of homebrewing spirit and an example of counterintuitive thoughts coalescing beautifully into something exceptional. Case in point is the seamless marrying of toasted coconut and a hop bill brimming with tropical fruit notes. Longtime homebrewers Robert Masterson and Ryan Reschan teamed up to enter this beer in our annual American Homebrewers Association-sanctioned brewing competition. And though it was the first beer they'd ever brewed together, they sailed past the competition like a tropical ocean breeze on a pleasure cruise bound for India. After winning, the duo reached out to their friend, highly decorated homebrewer and 2011 AHA Ninkasi Award winner Paul Sangster of the newly opened Rip Current Brewing Company to assist in dialing in the recipe. Together with Sangster's skilled partner Guy Shobe and Stone Brewmaster Mitch Steele, Masterson and Reschan present fellow craft beer enthusiasts with the most delicious and original style of IPA. Open, enjoy, rest, relax, and repeat as needed. And I want to say congratulations to Ryan. He's a good guy, hell of a good reviewer. I've Skyped with him a couple times and a few others of the YouTube beer reviewers. Never done a review with him or anything, but I never got a chance to taste any of his home brews. So let's get this Stone R&R in the glass and see what we have. Big bottle, fairly big ABV. Not a lot of smoke. A little hiss, but not a lot of smoke off there. I'm just going to use a standard tulip glass today. Big bottle, 7.7. I'm not going to drink the whole thing here. Probably just drink this one glass and seal it up and enjoy the rest later. Yeah, we got your standard bright orange beer, bunch of carbonation streaming up from the bottom. Got a good 2 fingers of a really slightly off-white but almost white, really foamy head, mixture of a few large bubbles, but mostly small bubbles. Seems like it's going to probably regenerate pretty good, so let's get a nose on it. Okay, right up front I'm getting some sweet tropical fruits, mango, pineapple, maybe some stone fruit like peach or apricots, passion fruit, maybe just a tiny amount of orange peel. Very, very light biscuity malt sweetness as well. I'm not getting much coconut in the aroma at all. In fact, none that I can really can say I discern. But there's a lot on it. It smells like a nice hoppy IPA for sure. So let's get a taste. Okay, yeah, you get a nice little blast of bitterness, some of that 90 IBUs up front. You're getting the grapefruit, orange peel, maybe a little light pine, and then it kind of mellows off into those tropical fruit flavors, a little mango, a little pineapple, maybe notes of passion fruit, maybe. Some peach, maybe some, maybe even a little tangerine in there. But like the nose, I'm not really getting any coconut at all. Maybe just a hint on the finish, but certainly the coconut certainly isn't standing out for something with coconut so large in the name. I was really expecting a lot more coconut for sure. It's got a nice dry finish, a little bit of lingering like lemon peel and pine, and some mellow sweetness I think from the hops. But the coconut is not coming through at all. I'm getting all the hops, the stone fruits, the citrus fruits, the tropical fruits, but nothing really discernible as coconut. I mean, there is some malt that really kicks in. It's a little maltier than I'm used to in a stone beer, although I haven't had a ton of stone beers. Like I said before, they're relatively new to the state, but it's definitely a lot maltier than some other stone beers I've had. It's got a fairly light body, really nicely carbonated. There's still a bunch of carbonation streaming up. For a decent, relatively high ABV IPA, the alcohol is really hidden. I think it's mostly just masked by the hop flavors. But it's almost creamy with the carbonation that comes out. The head seems to regenerate a little bit. It's leaving some nice spotty lacing down the glass. So let me sit. I will sip on this a while. I'll get this bottle sealed up. Like I said, I'm not going to finish it now, and I will come back in a while with the final thoughts and grade. Okay, I'm back. It's been 20 minutes, half an hour or so. I've been sipping on this. I wanted to let it warm up, hoping maybe some of that, with a little warmth, some of that coconut would come out, but it has not. Overall, it's a good IPA, but it's not really what I was expected. The coconut I was expecting was just not there as much as I would have liked. The IPA flavors seem to dominate everything. From the IPA standpoint, it's pretty darn good. Not as good as some of the others. Like I said, I don't think it's as good as some of the other Stone IPAs I've had. I don't know what the difference is. There is some more maltiness there that I'm not used to in the Stone IPAs, or I haven't experienced yet anyway. But my experience with Stone beers is limited since they're so new to the state. So I'm going to do one of my two-part reviews First of all, I'm going to rate it as an IPA. Like I said, it's a pretty decent IPA, but it's not as good as, at least in my opinion, as some of the other Stone IPAs I've had. So just as a straight IPA, verging, 7.7%, verging on double IPA status, I'm going to give it an 8.5. A little, you know, they've got, okay, now it's a coconut IPA. They've got coconut very prominently in the name. And from that standpoint, at least a little more coconut in the aroma and taste would have been nice. It's a good beer, but nothing extraordinary. If you're going to call it a coconut IPA, you'd better go balls to the wall with it. And they obviously didn't. I don't know what the problem is. If they called it an IPA with coconut, yeah, maybe, you know, I'd be a little more lenient, but they don't. They call it a coconut IPA, and so as a coconut IPA, I'm going to give it a 6.5. I'm going to average that as an IPA. It's a good, decent, drinkable IPA. Nothing outstanding. 8.5, 6.5 is a coconut IPA. So average those two. The Stone R Coconut IPA, and congratulations to Robert and Ryan, particularly Ryan, since I know him, on winning this. It's stellar and it's an honor anyway. But so I'm going to average those two, and the Stone R Coconut IPA overall is going to get a 7.5 out of 10 from me. So until next time, everybody, cheers. Let's keep drinking good beers.